think one thing, a lot of new agents that might be listening to this, something they often don't think about, we're talking about bringing deals to investors and stuff, is like, why would they just do it themselves? But the reality is there's this disparity of when you've started to accumulate and you have the capital that you need to invest in place, you also probably don't necessarily have the time to go hunting deals.
That's the kicker, right?
So you're filling that gap that they need, right? So I know it's interesting because people just kind of dismiss the idea that like they probably have an agent and they probably don't need me, In reality, you're right. You're like, hey, I'm bringing you deals to the forefront. Like you got
a deal. It's money.
Yeah.
Yep. And you're the pathway to the deal. And then on the back end, they're like, hey, yeah, you got to get paid. And for you working with an investor like that, their whole mindset is they're not going to be deterred by something that comes up inspection or even from the financing, because they all have that figured out. It's purely just, can I get the terms that I need in the deal to make it work? And then what do we need to do to get it closed?
Right. And with your traditional home sales, you have a lot of back and forth. Let's say the wife walks a property for the 5th time and then ultimately decides, oh, I actually don't like the kitchen. It's not big enough. You're not facing that with an investor. Once their mind is made up for the most part, they'll follow through. We do typically do an inspection. If it's something major where it's going to be like structural, you might get a cancellation, but the likelihood of that is pretty slim.